Are you constantly stressed about work? Do you feel as though you don't fit in at the office? Have you experienced verbal abuse on the job? If so, you might be ready to move on. As for others, they don't realize they're unhappy with their job until someone points it out to them, or they realize they spend too much time at, or outside of work being unhappy about their position. A national workplace expert says if you're not doing what you love, you will never tap your true potential. It will just continue to be a job, and eventually each day will seem more of a grind. So these are just a few of the 10 signs that it's time to leave your job. Number 1. You lack passion. You lack passion. You're not waking up most mornings with a feeling of excitement towards your job. That feeling you had when you first started working there, thinking about all the possibilities and contributions ahead with a sense of glee as go. Number 2. You're miserable every morning. You're miserable every morning. Quite simply, you dread going into work. Number 3. You really dislike the people you work with and or your boss. You can try to work out the problems you're having with colleagues or your manager, but know that sometimes they're not fixable. Number 4. You're consistently stressed, negative, and or unhappy at work. If you get anxious or unhappy just thinking about work, that's a good sign that it's time to move on. Number 5. Your work-related stress is affecting your physical health.
The work, people, or culture is unhealthy, and it has a negative impact on you physically and mentally. The stress is present both inside and outside of work, it's consuming. Your family and friends are affected by this, too. When work starts affecting your health, physical, mental, or both, it's time to get out. Number 6. You no longer have good work-life balance. When you find that you're spending less time with your family because of work, or you cannot commit the necessary time to your job, you should consider looking elsewhere. Number 7. Your skills are not being tapped. Management doesn't acknowledge that you have more to offer than what you've been contributing for a significant amount of time. You've been passed over for promotion, or attempts to take on more challenging assignments have failed. Number 8. Your job duties have changed or increased, but the pay hasn't. Sometimes there's a good reason for this, but it's usually a sign you should go. When downsizing has moved your team into double time, but certainly nowhere near double compensation, it may be time to move on. That's especially true if the company is performing well, but it's not reflected in your salary or other rewards. Number 9. Your ideas are not being heard. If your ideas are no longer heard or valued, you can't seem to get time with the powers that be, or you cannot get approvals or acknowledgement for great work, think about finding a new job. Number 10. You're bored and stagnating at your job. If you're not growing or learning anything new, it might be time to leave. They say when you've outgrown the position and there is no opportunity for advancement, or you seem to work the same job day in, day out without any opportunity for growth, even though you crave more, it's time to get out.